Good morning. Our text today is found in John's Gospel, the 10th chapter, verse 25 through 30. And here's what it says. Jesus answered them, I told you, and you do not believe. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But you do not believe because you are not of my sheep, as I said to you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall anyone snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. Just recently, I had the occasion to attend the horseback riding competition of my granddaughter, Lucy. She has been taking lessons from an excellent coach for a couple of years. As she was out in the arena competing, I noticed that her coach was speaking to her as she rode. She did not have to raise a loud voice, but just spoke instructions to her concerning her posture and overall riding positions. It was amazing to me that Lucy could clearly hear her voice over the sound of her horse and the noise of the crowd. As I watched and thought about it, I remembered our passage for today. The sheep know the voice of the shepherd. They know it and recognize it over the noise and the crowd of life. It is important to note in our passage today that the sheep belong to Christ. They are not just any sheep, they are his sheep. You see, the proof of ownership and relationship is to be found in the sheep's response. Jesus states that his sheep do three things. First of all, they hear his voice. This means that they have a relationship to do so. If the sheep were only casually acquainted with the shepherd, there would be no ability to distinguish the voice of the shepherd from other voices. Secondly, it says that the shepherd knows the sheep. Do you see that this is a two-way street? They know him, he knows them. This is not a shallow relationship that only comes into play in certain situations, but all the time. Thirdly, the sheep not only hear and are known, but they follow. You see, the proof of ownership and relationship is to be found in the sheep's response. Jesus Christ states that his sheep do those three things. The fellowship is a result of hearing and being known through a relationship. The shepherd, as he leads his sheep, always has their best interest at heart. One of the obvious ways the relationship is detected is through the hearing and following of the sheep. So when was the last time you heard the voice of God speaking to you from his word? Did it bring you to a place of following him? And if not, why not? Are you certain that he knows you? Jesus Christ is very straightforward here in this passage. They hear, he knows, and they follow. For today, listen carefully for the voice of the shepherd. Decide and determine to follow his voice wherever he leads. I'm sure you will be glad that you did. May God bless you today as you consistently and continually follow him with your whole heart.